All right, 3, 2, 1. Hey! Size Kings coming in hot, 5'9", 3 inches. You figure out who's who.
Put it together.
I'm Corbin.
I'm Harrison.
This is
Size Kings. We were close.
Man,
we're getting better.
We are.
Yeah.
We're getting a little better. That was good riffing up there, buddy.
That was fun. A little
Harrison, Broadstreet, and I on stage together.
Little fucking around at the end of a mic.
I think that's the way we should end them out. Every mic.
Mm-hmm. I do. I think it would be fun.
But it's my thing, so I'm going to be bringing everybody up, and I'm just going to be doing it double.
Yeah, of course, that's fine.
Sure.
It's Corbin's bumping mic.
It's Corbin's mic.
But that's already a name. But yeah, man, I'm glad to be back at the Balloon Room doing open mics. I'm pissed we didn't have one on Sunday last week.
Yeah, that was
fuck Easter.
Somebody was born or something.
I don't care.
Who cares? But yeah, man, we had a few good jokes there.
Yeah. Good
show tonight.
Good little joke writing workshop beforehand.
Got in some work.
I didn't even do the joke that we workshopped.
No.
We workshopped it and I didn't even do it. Well, because it was
I found a big punchline.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
It was during that shit about that freedom to masturbate thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun. I did some stuff tonight that I used to do like a year ago.
Wow.
Like some old shit that I was like, oh, this is kind of a funny thing, but I never.
A little something.
Yeah, I didn't know, because it's fun now to look back at old jokes and be like, what in here is actually the joke?
Yeah.
And I gave up on something because.
Well, especially like the better and better you get, the more and more you see that.
Mm-hmm. So and it's fun because it's like, ooh, this is like, it feels like new material, but it's not.
Right.
Like Andy came up to me and he's like, I love all the new shit, and it's like, Andy, you've heard.
Yeah, but
all
it's
of these
new,
jokes.
but it's new.
Yeah.
It's new but old.
Yeah, so it's it's just
so,
fucking writing, baby.
My weekend got canceled.
The old 2-man show strikes again.
Yeah, that was depressing.
Yeah.
I got shit I need to work on.
Yeah, I missed out on sold out shows too. That sucks.
But not a fan.
No?
I mean, it's totally, he has like a non-comedy crowd. It's very weird. Like, very weird.
What's his following? Like, where does he get his following?
I don't America's Got Talent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
is that that's what he came up through?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but word around the campfire is that before walking out to do a set, him and another comic, a New York comic, were talking backstage. They were both on America's Got Talent. And word around the campfire is New York comic said to Drew Lynch a joke and said, hey, is this funny? Which you and I both know is very commonplace before walking on stage. Like, oh, hey, I just thought this is very funny. And then Drew Lynch was up first, walked right out there and did it. So...
And that's not like the funny Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer story.
No, this is like an important event that could change careers.
Man.
And, but I mean, that's just rumors.
Just rumors.
Just rumors around the old campfire.
Yeah.
You tell a story, you hear who.
Those campfire stories are fun from time to time.
Yeah, but pretty boring weekend on my end. How about you?
Whoo, buddy, it was fun.
Yeah?
It was a blast.
First weekend in the books?
First weekend down, 6 shows altogether. I mean, well, 5, 6 with the mic.
Yeah.
But it was fun. Fucked around, fell ass first into a feature set.
There you go.
Yeah, 20.
Doing a dirty 30 at the top.
22, but
22. Okay,
yeah,
we went under.
They put no. I was supposed to do 20, so I went over. Yeah. Because what they did is they put 3 10-minute spots before, so it went host did 10, guest spot did 10, guest spot did 10. I did 20. Raj did 40.
Okay. So there's guest spots ahead of you.
Yes.
Okay.
And
how were they?
The guy who went right before me was really funny.
Oh, okay.
Really funny. The guy that went before him, magician. A racist magician.
Oh.
Yeah, made a lot of spades jokes.
Do you know who the most racist magician of all time was?
Who?
Hitler. Made $6 million and then disappeared.
Oh. That's what it was. I thought he was just making rabbits disappear.
Nah. I told you that Larry David did earlier.
Yeah, that's why. I thought we were just...
What is a rabbit?
I thought we were just having the same conversation we had up there.
But it worked then, so...
Exactly, yeah, that's where we'll bring it back.
So,
Fun weekend. Supposedly where you stay there in Wichita at the comedy club is haunted.
What?
Yeah, there's a whole story about it. They tell you that they've had ghost hunters out there.
In Oklahoma, Kansas, wherever.
Mm-hmm. Raj had a really funny joke about it where he was talking about the only ghosts you see are white people, and he said he was like to get rid of ghosts, just cook Indian food.
Yeah,
because they hate the smell of it.
Have loud music. And
they'll move right out. And it was really fun. Raj. It was fun to get to see Raj work all weekend.
Yeah,
because he did work his set the whole weekend. So
that's great.
Even though I only got one set to really stretch out, I still got to do 15 3 times.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
And it was the most learning experience I've had in a while, because it's the most time I'm doing it consistently back to back to back. And there's nothing better than just waking up in a city and being like, I'm here to do comedy.
Oh man, that is the greatest. Especially like maybe you have a couple of soda pops the night before.
Yeah.
You wake up, maybe a little headache.
Hey,
you know.
I will say this.
Don't know the hooker's
First
name.
weekend down, no hangover.
Wow.
Any morning, did not have a hangover.
Did you free in the booth or free in the green room?
Half price. Half price. But my tab was still only like I drank the whole weekend, had some food stuff, and it was my tab was still only like $40.
Oh, that's nice.
So it was nice.
Yeah.
And I don't even know it was half. I don't even know it was half. I just know that my tab wasn't a whole lot. It was. Yeah. Hey man, it was haunting and all. It was a whole lot of fun. I went and walked around Wichita. The town is nothing like what I thought it was.
Never been.
Tony told me. And granted, I realize now I'm saying out loud, Tony told me, and I was going off of Tony, and he was like, Wichita's a shithole. The entire place is a shithole.
I mean, I believe that.
It's not. It's a weird mix of shithole and gentrified, because it's a college town.
Did you get followers?
Nope.
Oh.
I only plugged my Instagram once.
When?
On the Saturday early show. The show I did.
Oh, you did it on the show.
Yeah, that's the only time at the very end. I plugged mine, Raj's, and...
Gotcha.
Comedian
During the
Tony
meet and greet,
Tom.
you didn't?
No, I didn't.
Take any pictures?
I took a couple.
That's fun. Isn't it fun to take pictures?
It is fun to take pictures, but I know, like...
The pictures is in order of the show. Reverse order.
Yes.
Most pictures are with the headliner, like...
Every picture I took was with everybody. Raj, the headline, and me.
I had a few solos. Those were pretty fun.
I didn't get any solos, and it's tough because I was sitting right next to Raj, who's selling merch. So like he's taking their money, and then they're already ready to like get out of there.
Raj had to sell merch.
We didn't have to. He just.
Oh, he was selling.
Yeah, Raj was selling his own merch. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I was sitting next to him, and when somebody's selling merch and you don't have any, they're like, oh okay, thanks for this, and then they're like, oh you did good too, and then they're walking out. And
well, so that's what. Oh, thank you. Follow me.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess that's something that's just one of those.
Follow me or I'll follow you.
But really, so I need to be more cognizant
of what's going on.
Getting followers and shit like that.
That makes sense.
I'm to the point now where I think I'm comfortable enough to where it's like, all right, I'm thinking about merch. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I need to get some merch.
What I would want, and I'm thinking about something that's not even joke related at first, just a universal little thing.
Yeah.
But
I was thinking koozies. I was thinking pens.
I want to do stickers and magnets or some shit.
Yeah.
Something that's like, I think stickers are the best because
I don't really have a joke for T-shirts.
I don't really either, but I've been thinking about it, and I think if that, because the pocket holding a butt joint joke I kind of figured out a little bit this weekend, and I think if I were to do a T-shirt, I could just put like, you've seen those shirts with like the dictionary definition of something, like pocket holding a butt joint.
Right.
Or like Joseph and Son Carpentry Co. Because I brought that little shit back out this weekend too.
I thought about doing a tour T-shirt.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be nice.
Just I need like an artist. To do. I like cartoon drawings.
Yeah, you need to. Also, like I think there's just like. I hate that we talk about him so much, but like the Mark Norman comedy, you need like a.
I don't really want a catchphrase.
And that's why I didn't want to say that necessarily. Like not even a catchphrase.
Nothing against
no, of course,
Mr. Norman.
Mr. Norman. But just like something that's like.
You won't ever watch this.
No. I don't know. I'm sure there's something in your material. Like you could have like just a shirt that has a long line of food trucks or something.
Maybe a food truck thing, but that's not. It's got to be a big bit that gets a big pop.
Yeah, true.
Can't be like that 1,000 or that.
And I feel like either you're like opener or closer.
Yeah,
First
I
thing
don't,
I
I don't
do.
really have like a steadfast opener and closer.
See, that's what I'm trying to find right now. I'm trying to find a closer and an opener.
I used to, but as my jokes have gotten better and my sets have gotten longer, I just kind of do it differently.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, I still like to for me it's a timing thing. Like I know that fuck machine bit takes me like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So I'm like, give me this light, so I know right when I get this light, I can
Right.
just hop into this thing. For me, it's a comfort thing. It's knowing where I'm at.
yeah, I mean it's. Luckily, most of my jokes are so short that I kind of know how long. Like most of my bits are like my longest bit's like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean it's not long.
Yeah, cause and for me I want to do one of the shortest ones. So like that fuck machine joke, I can do the joke in a minute and then sit and tag for a minute or like just be silly.
Right, just bang it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's joke writing is so fun.
Yeah,
I love that right now. I got like a few bits like really starting to click a little.
Mm-hmm.
Really starting to little bees, a little something, something.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's all coming from actual work.
Yeah.
Like it's not just like I mean jokes come to you sometimes and you're like oh you write it. That happens twice a year.
Yeah.
You know,
I was gonna say I've maybe had that happen once.
Yeah. Most of the time it's just like sitting down and writing. Like tonight, I had like really an off like week and a half of writing, and my problem is sometimes like I'll hit like I found like.
Can I not do? If we're putting this on YouTube, can I not do this?
Dude, no wait, 14 people are gonna watch it. But I forget what the fuck.
I'm so sorry that I interrupted.
No,
you.
you're good. I was just.
Writing jokes.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
I gotta write better jokes.
Yeah, I was
get motivated to write better jokes.
Being in the workshop tonight really showed me it's like I do write and I do edit, but I'm not sitting down and writing 2-3 pages of because I was thinking about this. A perfect example for me is that dog bone bit that I'm trying. That is the perfect thing to sit down and just list it out. And I've done it, but I haven't done it in the sense of like I have exhausted this.
See, the problem is it's just. And this is a big problem of mine. I find that first or second punchline, and I'm like, oh, okay, there we go.
Yep, I'm good. I'm done. Yeah.
And it's like, oh no, I gotta find that next punchline.
And
I was talking to a couple guys I write jokes with. I'm starting to learn like it's hard to get out of this mind frame of like it's okay to get a little joke here, to get like a 30-40% laugh, to set up that 80-90-100% laugh.
Yep.
The problem is I always like. So many of my jokes, like I hear like a ha, I'm like, oh, that's nothing.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh no, I just need to commit to that.
Yep.
And then find that next joke. The next joke is always the best joke.
Yeah, I like that you said commit, but I have a problem when I'm doing this when I do that because what happens is I'll write 1 or 2 like what you say that I think work, and I'm like, oh, this is good, and then if I write 1 or 2 more, I start second guessing the other 2 that I just wrote, and I'm like, oh, those weren't even good, so I'm gonna get rid of those, and then I get to a point where I've gotten rid of these, and now I'm working through it. Now I'm not anywhere in here, and I've told myself that none of this works.
Right.
And I just I end up talking myself out of it. Yeah.
That's the bitch of it.
And the craziest shit, and you hear that this is the advice that you hear so much when you're coming up, and it doesn't really click until like for me this weekend it really clicked. And they say like get up.
Yeah.
Because of course getting up once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, it's cool, but doing 6 sets in 3 days is I mean for me I feel like I learned so much about those bits just from that.
I'm telling you, man, those road weekends where you get 4, 5, 6, 7 sets in.
Yeah.
At the end of it, by Saturday night, you're like, oh, I'm fucking razor sharp right now.
Because even tonight, like when I did the mic, I could feel tighter and shit that I hadn't done in a while because I was like, okay, the reason that shit worked over the weekend is because the shit that worked was tight, that I was committed to, that I...
Well, that's what I mean, like, you gotta tighten it up, just tighter. I mean, look, like, we all get loosey-goosey. I don't know if you noticed the last several shows, I've just been, like, tightening it up.
Yeah.
Like, not so much crowd bullshit, more just, like, in the joke. Let's get to the jokes.
I found, for the first time this weekend, it's like, oh, I start rolling, and I start to feel comfortable, and I'm like, oh, let me get loosey-goosey and talk about something a little bit.
Yeah.
And then, if it doesn't hit, then I'm flustered.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, shit, and then I get back, and then I start over-explaining a bit, because I'm flustered, and it's like, oh, God. And that's where that whole thing, like what you said, we talked about a while ago, is like just being confident with bombing. And like Raj told me the same shit.
You really have to. You have to be in the moment and you're like, okay, I'm bombing this set. It's fine.
And for the first time, I hate that it takes the shit a while to click in. But
oh man, yeah.
For the first time this weekend, it clicked where it was like, I'm fine with just sitting here in something that didn't work. Because I know, one, I have shit down the way that works, that I know works. And I'll get them back. It's
good to have those go-tos where you're like, okay, I can do this, and it's getting live 100% of the time.
And that's what was great about being able to do the weekend here before I went, because that was just 5 minutes, and that was the 5 I did at the end of each set, because I was like, I know this 5, I've got this worked out, I know it's worked. And
so I'm gonna hit up Chris to try to feature for someone.
Yeah.
Before that big feature weekend.
Yeah.
Actually, back-to-back weekends, I have Denver, then honestly from Denver to the middle of June, the end of May to the middle of June, it's just gonna be like set.
Yeah, and what sucks is if you can't get that feature spot, you're gonna have to like do it like 5-10 minutes at a time, you know?
What do you mean?
Like, cause in the sense of like, if you don't get if you don't get that big feature 20-25 minutes.
No, what I mean is I just want to be tight for those shows.
Yeah, and so instead of you'll have to do it section by section. So it'll like one show you're working on this 5 of the 30, then you're working on this 5 of, or whatever, how whatever your process is, you know, piecing it together as opposed to seeing how it all flows together.
I for sure have a hosting weekend coming up.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna try to get that changed to a feature weekend soon.
Yeah, man. Fucking Saturday show was great. Saturday first show. Saturday late show, I decided at the top, like 7, it was just like, alright, let me do basically all the new shit I did tonight. And it was...
that's what you gotta do.
It was nice. It was fun because some of it didn't work and it was fine. It just didn't work and you move forward. And
dude, that's the thing, like... You realize, like, oh, it's just a joke that doesn't work.
It's exactly what it is.
Once you get past that point of being like, if this joke doesn't work, it's going to be bad.
And they're going to hate me, and then no joke is going to work ever again.
And it's like, no. It's like, if it bombs really bad, you just call it out, and then you move on. And everybody laughs, has a good laugh, and then on to... Anytime that happens, though, I always, like, call an audible. I'm like, okay, I got to go to something that works.
Yeah, let me do this one real quick.
And then I've had those sets, though, where that's happened, like, 4 times. I'll do like the bangers.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, I still got a couple minutes left.
Yeah.
And then it's like, this also kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Like,
and see, that's why I love having that closer, because I've done that sometimes where like I'll get through my bangers and I'm like, oh shit, I still have like 2 minutes, and now it's like, now I'm trying to throw something up at the end that.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if this is gonna hit or not, and I also noticed, I had it pointed out to me this weekend, I say I don't know in absurd amount. Now I can't unhear
that comes with the editing, man.
Oh my god, no, it's a tick, dude. It's not.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like when you edit it, when you're actually writing down, like I don't know, physically, and then in your brain, I think there's something with crossing it off. And
it's just it's bonkers. I listened to that 22-minute set. I said it probably 30 times in 22 minutes.
Yeah, dude, that's a lot.
There are times where I would say it.
I don't know.
I would say it at the end of a joke. I would say it in the transition, and then I would say it in the premise of the next joke. There were times where I said it 3 times in like 30 seconds.
That's brutal, man.
Yeah,
that's
it was fucking rough.
I'm not trying to be mean, but
no, I know. Like I get it. You know, and it happens more when I'm trying to stretch.
Well, yeah, of course, because you're nervous.
Well, and I don't have I'm trying to stretch on shit that's already too wordy.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm adding words.
Like made stretch.
Yeah.
You're like Laffy Taffy.
So, which is nice in those situations because it's like I get to do the joke the way I originally wrote it.
Right.
But I don't know, man. I think that I had a whole lot of fun, and
that's what matters.
It was just. I can't wait to keep doing it, man. I can't wait to like. I don't give a fuck. I could break even the whole time and be completely okay. Food paid for, travel paid for, gas, housing, all that shit, and breaking fucking even. Cool.
I want to try to get. You work Wednesday?
Yeah. I don't work tomorrow.
Yeah. I wanted to do an extra set this week.
There's a new mic on Tuesdays.
Does it happen? Where?
At Galloway.
I don't know what that means.
It's just a bar, restaurant.
Who's doing that?
I don't know. It's a mixed mic.
Oh, never mind.
It's a set.
I was thinking about that.
Do the underwear show with me tomorrow.
No.
I'm just gonna wear a robe. Tomorrow, it's Tuesday.
Tuesday? Oh.
I'm just gonna wear a robe and some socks.
I might come check it out.
It's a packed ass show though, so if you want my spot, you can have it.
No, I'm not. Definitely not.
I did it last time in full underwear, like I did the thing. I hated it. It was the worst thing I've ever done.
I mean, it seems insane.
All I could do, all I thought the whole time was, I don't have a shirt on. I don't have a shirt on. I don't have a shirt on, and I was just like,
I would just make fun of my body.
dude, it was the most uncomfortable thing I've ever done. Like I hated it so much. But now this time I got talked into it. But I'm gonna wear a fucking robe.
I mean, like, next time I come out.
Cause I just want time. I just want to get up and do sets now. I don't give a fuck. I'm back to that. I'm back to loving it again. Like, not that I didn't fall out of love with it, but it's one of those things, you know, where you just get that. You get that little rocket, that little jump up.
I mean, the dips are hard to deal with.
And it was, and it does get tough because then you're like, I can't write.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any stage time.
Yeah.
I'm fucking bombing open mics.
It really helps seeing some of these new guys really so eager.
Yeah, it is cool.
Eager and.
But I will say this: we're gonna have to either change the workshop or we're gonna have to start cutting some people out of it. Because there's some people that are, fuck boy over here. Yeah. Pisses me off.
When you got the one coming in and out every 5 fucking minutes.
That's the whole thing. I was talking about that. I was talking about this shit with Molly, and it's just like I'm so tired of people. Like I don't. The best way I can summarize it is a Nipsey Hussle quote, and he said, "I could never view you as an equal. Fuck, I want to hear your CD for." And it's just one of those things where it's like we are not doing the same thing, so I'm not gonna take the time of day to try to make you better.
No.
Why are we doing this? Why are we playing this fucking game? I hate that shit.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I keep saying like a couple offhanded remarks to like a couple of them. Keep trying to act like, it's like, listen, man, I've seen you go up like 15 times. You haven't gotten a laugh once.
Yeah.
Like, let's pump the brakes on you thinking you need on the weekends and stuff.
Whee! Man, the amount of people that think they deserve to be on the weekends. It's crazy. And like, you know, I am still sometimes where I'm like, I don't deserve to be on the weekends, but which is not true, but you know.
I was gonna say,
yeah, I don't actually feel that way.
You might believe it, buddy.
Nah.
Alright, well, let's wrap this up. Make it a short and sweet one.
It was a fun weekend. I'm pretty fucking pooped, but I'm glad we're back. I'm glad we're getting to do pods and mics and all sorts of fun shit again together.
We get to live it up. Well,
Hey, catch us on the road this fucking summer.
Yeah.
Corbin and I.
Dates.
Size Kings on the road.
Well, we're not doing that.
We are the Size Kings and we're going on the road, so.
That's true. Fort Smith, May 10th. Fayetteville, May 13th, headlining. Denver Comedy Lounge, May 27th, 28th. I think it's 5 or 6 shows. Huntsville, Alabama, Stand Up Live with Mark Norman, June 2nd and 4th. Other shows coming. Our own show, The Cellar,
June
24th.
Hell yeah, I've got, I'm gonna be tagging along with Corbin in Colorado in his southern trip.
The DEN.
I think I'm featuring on that show that you're doing in Fayetteville, right? The one you're headlining?
Yeah.
Featuring on that show and headlining, or that he's headlining. Also, I don't know the date on it yet, but I will. I'll be headlining the Bentonville Bike Rack show in June. So keep posted for that date. Old Raj Suresh put me up at the old Bike Rack show. So
yeah,
wrap
it up.
Be a whole lot of fun. Follow the socials. I'm Harrison Broadstreet on Instagram.
Yep.
Facebook is the best way to find me.
At Corbin LeMaster _ Instagram.
I'll
Follow
put
me TikTok.
Oh yeah, TikTok. Harrison Broadstreet on that too.
Corbin
I will
LeMaster.
have a bunch of clips from this weekend in Wichita. So if you want to see some, you want to see me laughing with some witchy tits,
Yeah.
follow the old Harrison Broadstreet TikTok.
All right,
So
buddy.
check our dates out.